Okay, there we go. Let me full screen this real quick. Also, make sure I share my screen. There we go. Okay, full screen. Here we go. Okay, so some general club news is next week is our intro to C++ workshop. Mainly kind of geared towards freshmen. So kind of brush on the basics, especially since so many classes use C++. So we wanted to offer that kind of class. Also, we have a general meeting 2 weeks from now on the 28th. I was thinking maybe since it's just a couple days before Halloween, but if you guys want to have like a movie day or something like that, we can play a movie on here. So if people are interested, I'll probably like put out a poll on like, do you guys want to watch like maybe like Nightmare Before Christmas or like Monster House or whatever Halloween movies that you guys watch? But yeah.
That one Hocus Pocus.
Mhm.
It's so good. I watched that movie.
We could do that too, yeah. Whatever's like the most popular. Hopefully people are interested in it, but that's kind of like an idea maybe. And then thanks to Oz, we have our weekly newsletter available, which we posted on the Discord. That has like our calendar, what our plans are. There are also a bunch of like job opportunities there too, as well as some kind of miscellaneous stuff like some coding challenges and things like that. Also, some other upcoming events. IEEE Extreme competition is on the 23rd.
What's the Extreme competition?
So it is it worldwide, I believe, competition?
Yeah, it's an international competition held by in the United Kingdoms. And so like it has a ton of schools. So like USC, all of these, but like they all competed in it too. And of course, schools from India, other countries. Last year, I think, what country won? I think second was S. I forget. Anyways, people from there, place pretty high. It's a competition for any level. So if you're a beginner, you're advanced. As long as you're a student, you you just kind of answer questions. So it's a coding competition, right? So they give you questions, you code it up, and then you'll hit submit, and it'll give you like 10 or maybe 100 different like tabs, right? And it'll run your code through it all to see how many you got right based on the information that they gave you. So it's a 24-hour competition. You don't have to be there the whole 24 hours. I have to double check, but I'm pretty sure this year is going to be online as well. So you don't even have to leave your home. I also recommend don't doing the 24 because last year I competed and I tried to do 24 hours. And at some point you're just too tired to think. It's not a smart idea. But they'll start you off with 3 questions. And then every hour they're going to give another question. And so it just goes like that for 24 hours. And you get points based on how much of the questions or how much of the task you completed based on your code. And you get more points based on like who finishes first. So if your group, because it's not an individual thing, it's normally a group. You can do it as an individual, but it's up to 1 to 3 people. And so if your group gets it first, you get the most points, and then the points gradually decrease for how many people get it right. And so yeah, so it's a cool competition. Registration ends on the 16th. And anybody who's interested, I recommend going because it really gives you a perspective of, like how well your coding is and where you might need to practice, and really getting like a good sense of just interesting questions, like real world questions, where it's not just specifically, I'll do this. It's like you really have to put thought into the question and what you need to go and do in order to answer it.
Problem solving.
I
Yeah.
feel like that would be fun if you're good.
Well, I mean, it's good experience. It's definitely good practice. It definitely makes you focus more on like, oh yeah, this is how I code it. Like if you just go through it, like I can show you the site after. I also posted it on the newsletter. The first 2 questions that I gave out for the newsletter. That site is in association with IEEE. That's the exact same site they're going to use for the competition. So if you do some of the codes
Wait,
there.
what's the site called?
CS Academy, CM Academy. It is called CS Academy. So I can post a link to that on the Discord.
Kind of like, just go over some questions.
Yeah.
I should probably do. I haven't done it myself. It's also I've been intimidated as well.
Yeah, no, it is probably intimidating.
Well, so here's the only thing. It's technically a free I wouldn't say it's a free competition because you have to be an IEEE member. But if you're an IEEE member, IEEE, do you know the organization? So they're
Yeah, sure. Okay, so you'll probably see it like many times, hopefully, pop up in your classes. But it's like one of the biggest organizations when it comes to like anything technology, like engineering, especially like electrical engineering, computer science, computer engineering, stuff like that. They do tons of stuff. Like they do events. Like I'll go over the IEEE YE Leadership Summit. Tons of events, conferences. I know they publish a lot of like academic papers. They have scholarship opportunities. And they're also like, the biggest thing I know them for is they set standards for stuff like computer science and electrical engineering, all that stuff. So that we're all hopefully like, on the same page, that you don't have a group doing something completely different than how this other group is trying to make a standard. And then they also like, have you taken the, was it the senior seminar, the ethics class yet? So, okay, you'll probably see it pop up there because they also are like one of two like major code of ethics for especially like computer science and things like that. So you probably see it come up again. But they do a ton of stuff. But I think it's $32 a year, I think, for students. You get a whole bunch of stuff that comes with it, like their newsletter, the access to the papers, access to like professionals nearby, ask them questions and things like that. And then there's a whole big list on the website of stuff that you get. And one part of it is also then to do the IEEE Extreme, you do have to be a member. So that's why you're saying it's free, but you have to be an IEEE member.
So
Yeah.
$32. You're good. They'll send you white papers too, since they standardize. Like how your computer should process keyboards, the kind of boards you should use. That way, all computers can't talk internationally without having to figure out who's doing what, that kind of thing. So they standardize that. So they are like a big name. And so yeah, so I mean, white papers are always great to see. They've been posting a lot about 5G networks, how they're going about that. If you use floating point numbers, you're most likely going to be using actually floating point standards. So yeah, it's cool. It comes with a lot of stuff. But yeah.
Like for example, on the 29th, they're hosting their IEEE YE or Women in Engineering, but you can be in computer science also. It doesn't have to be that you're in engineering. Leadership Summit, I believe it's online. That they're gonna have a bunch of speakers, bunch of professionals in there that you can ask questions and things like that. I think that's mainly what they're gonna do. So it's like a great networking opportunity, great way to like see what it's like, I guess you could say, in the real world from professionals and them speaking about their research and what they've been working on. And then hopefully we'll be able to play today. Do you know Jackpot Party? You played it? Okay. Bunch of party games. You just need an electronic device like your phone or a laptop. That there's a bunch of games that come with it, like one that's called Quiplash, it's their second version. Trivia Murder Party, which I really like that one. Get Espionage, TKO, and then Faking It, which we'll go into once we actually start playing it, what each one is. But we kind of wanted to do a fun something at the end of midterms week. And so any questions?
No.
Okay. So I will stop sharing. Probably stop the recording as well.